All right, welcome everybody. Cleta the Cheetah here. It is August the 14th, 2022. And tonight is our I guess it's our fifth week talking about the basics of Mary Kay. And if you want to go back, maybe you're new, you can go back five weeks ago. And we started with kind of like a summer school. We started with goal setting, and then we went with booking, and then we went with coaching, and then we went with closing the sale. And now we're going to talk about team building tonight. And so we're going to do something kind of fun in a minute. And I'm going to start out by sharing a picture with y'all. Okay. And so if you can see this picture, it says Mary Kay Awards 2022. And at the bottom, it says Girly with Flow. Girly with Flow. Okay. And so I want to bring Selah on here just to tell you a little bit. This is the cake we ordered for our awards night. And we may have talked about this last week, but just in case we did not, or just in case you didn't see last week and you have no idea, I'm going to bring Selah on here, and I'm going to stop and share a minute and bring Selah on here. And Selah, I would like for you to just tell a little bit about this cake. Okay. You got to unmute.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, we had our local seminar awards night. And usually we do a cake. And I told Cleta, I said, don't worry about it, I'll get it. And so I went to the bakery. I did not call. I went to the bakery and I said, now listen, I want this cake. It's our seminar awards. It's for Mary Kay. They've done cakes for us before. I said, I want it to be beautiful. I said, I do not want that hot pink frosting. I do not want the bright green frosting, so our teeth are, ugh. I said, I want beautiful pastel pink and light green. And she said, well, what do you want it to say on there? I said, well, Mary Kay Awards 2022. I said, how does that sound? She said, perfect. And I said, listen, I want it really girly and beautiful. I want it with flowers. I want the pastel pink to be flowers and the green to be leaves. And she said, all right, Taylor, no problem. So I went to get it the next afternoon. That was the afternoon of our awards. And when I go and, from a distance, I said, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted. And then I read it. I said, Mary Kay Awards 2022, Girly with Flow. And the decorator just looked at me. Her face turned bright red. She said, oh, Miss Selah, I am so sorry. She said, you know what happened? The lady on the ticket wrote, when I told her I wanted it girly with flowers, she wrote girly with flow on the ticket. And she thought that the description of how I wanted it, that I wanted girly with flow on the cake. So I just told, she said, I can take it off. I said, no, girl, I love that. That's going to be my new hashtag, girly with flow.
Is that not the funniest thing? And so the reason I'm having her talk about that tonight is because we're going to talk about team building, and we're going to use Girly with Flow. And so here's the thing. This is going to separate the boss babe from anybody else. So when you talk about Mary Kay, you're going to do hashtag my MK life, hashtag Girly with Flow. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So first of all, and Selah, what I'd like you to do is, when I let you know in a minute, I want you to write down, kind of watch the chat for me and write down some stuff for me. Okay. So I'm going to remove Selah for a minute. But so Selah and I, we love this Girly with Flow. And then later I went to TJ Maxx and I saw something and it said, what was it, Selah? It was something else with flow.
Yeah, it was like grow with flow.
Grow with flow. And so flow, I mean, like, does your business flow, right? Does your business flow? Because if it's not flowing, it's not growing, right? And I thought about water that's dead. What, like, if you have water, it starts like a pond water. If it's not flowing, it starts getting stagnant. And like, or even like, I remember playing flag football in college, and it had rained, and then the water had set out there, and the water smelled so bad. Like it was just like stagnant water because it's not flowing. So your business needs to flow. So what we're going to do tonight is going to be fun. And we're going to use, first of all, I'm going to say about Girly. Okay. So y'all know Mary Kay Ash, the woman, when she set up the company, she wanted it when it was in the 60s where everybody was burning their bras and all the women were trying to look like men to like at work. They wanted to wear a pantsuit, even with like a tie, and they wanted to be respected. And so they were going in the offices in the 60s looking like men. All right. And Mary Kay, when she started the company, she said, you want to think like a woman, and that's going to be an advantage, and you want to look like a lady. And so she always had us wear skirts and dresses, and like with a director suit and to the meetings. And we never wore pants to do any kind of Mary Kay, period. We just did not, because she said, you want to look, you're in the beauty business, and you will gain respect from people when you dress the part. And so that's just what we did. And a lot of us that came into Mary Kay, like in the 80s, like I came in the 80s. I mean, I wore jeans every single solitary day. People got excited if I put a pair of dress pants on. I'm serious. So, I was right out of college, and I did wear a dress on Sundays because I am from the South, and that's what my mama made us do. But that's it. And so anyway, it was a big change for me to be so girly. Okay. Now I did wear makeup, but it just was not the frilly girly type. I had like one pair of earrings, and they weren't even cute. I didn't wear rings. I mean, definitely not bracelets. And I don't even remember having a necklace. I mean, I might have, but I played basketball. I was more into sports than all of that stuff. And so the whole girly thing was a little bit different, for me. But, I thought if I was going to be a nurse, I'd have to wear scrubs. If I was going to be a postal service worker, I would wear the uniform. If I was to work at Pizza Hut, I'd wear those Pizza Hut outfits. So if I'm in Mary Kay, at least it's a beautiful suit, right? At least it's a nice red jacket. I could go find a black skirt. And so, and at that time we wore pantyhose with them too. Pantyhose with the heels. Okay. We could not go bare-legged, which thank goodness that has lifted. So that's the girly part of Mary Kay. And I think it served Mary Kay very well these last 60 years. And I just wanted to mention that to you, because if some of you are kind of bucking that, and believe me, I'm sitting here girly at the top, college days on the bottom. But when we do our parties and go to seminar and different things like that, we want to be dressed in a dress or a skirt, in my opinion. So let's take the word flow. And what I'd like you to do, I want y'all to be in the chat, and Sayla's going to write down the words. We're going to start with the letter F, and I want y'all to type in as many things as you can think of that starts with the letter F that are a reason why women would be attracted to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. Okay. So why would women want to sell Mary Kay? Why do you love selling Mary Kay and being a Mary Kay beauty consultant? That starts with an F. And I want you to just put as many as you can, and Sayla's going to kind of make a note of them, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of them. All right. Oh, good. Good. All right. I love it. I love it. These are great. And I'm looking over here on YouTube. If I see any on here, I don't see any so far. Or do I? Hang on. Yes, I do. Let me just get down to it over here on YouTube, because that's what I was going to have some. Okay. I got you, YouTubers. I think I do anyway. Okay. All right, Sayla. All right, here's a few more. Okay, Sayla, if you will unmute and just read off some of the ones that you've got. And y'all can keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me just put you up here with me. Okay.
Fun, flexible, friends, financial freedom, fabulous, fantastic, fashion, faces, futuristic, flowing, foxy. Sandra Griffin said foxy. That's all I've got. Yeah.
Okay. And then on YouTube, we have very similar: fabulous, fun, flexibility, freedom, friendship, finances. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to talk about, like, as we're team building, the thing is, you're just selling what we do. And a lot of us make it so hard. Like, it's just so difficult. And I was even sitting in church today, and I thought, this is not that hard. I was thinking about the Lord, but I started thinking about Mary Kay for a second. But I just thought, we don't sell what we do and how awesome it is, and really what we gain from it. Because I was just thinking about the friendships in Mary Kay. I had no idea when I signed that agreement that I would have friends like a friend like Selah, that will be with me for decades, that I could call anytime, night or day, and she would answer the phone. I've even got her where my thumb would accidentally call people. Y'all know you had that person that you accidentally call all the time because where it is on your phone and your favorites. Well, I changed Selah to be at that point because I accidentally call her. I call her all the time, and then I accidentally call her even more. But I was thinking about the fun and the friends in Mary Kay. And I was thinking about how when we talk to people about selling Mary Kay, we need to mention some of these things, okay? Like the fun and the friendship. The fun, I really did not sign up for the fun. I didn't know it was even going to be fun. Well, I did enjoy the skincare class that I went to. I was a hostess, and I did enjoy that. And I did think that was fun. But like really fun, like going places together and going to Dallas and going to all the different events together, and just the laughs that have nothing to do with Mary Kay Cosmetics. It has to do with the sisterhood and the friendships and the fun. Would y'all agree? So I want y'all to think of some of these things when you sit down and talk to somebody. I want you to think about her and what of these things that we're talking about would fit. Just like, they said, it just fits. What would be the one of these things that we're talking about that would really like get her? And another one I thought about is the word fun, but fund with a D. Funds. Okay. I joined for the fund. I need funding. My checking account needed some funds. I had some fun in my life, but not a lot of fund. And so that is definitely the financial freedom of Mary Kay, to have something that you could, if you were stone broke, you could, if you have a Mary Kay business, get on the phone and make some phone calls and go from broke to having some money within an hour. I mean, have y'all ever done that? Like you were like, I need some money. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then maybe you glanced at your inventory or you glanced at your customer list and thought, all right, let me start calling some people and see what I can do. And then all of a sudden you've sold $200. We make 50%. You made $100. I mean, like people that work an hourly job cannot do that. They cannot do that. Like they cannot make money that quick just by making a decision to call some people. Okay. And so I want y'all to think about that. The other, the main ones I put was friend, fun, funds, and then it just fits. So think about all these ones that y'all have said. I love all the comments on here. And I love like futuristic, yes, advanced and modern. Mary Kay keeps up with the future. There are things that we have that now, like we've had for like a year and a half, and now you're seeing them in other brands. But Mary Kay was one of the first. Y'all need to think first is a good one too. We have patent on things first before other people. Did y'all know that Mary Kay was the one that discovered the navy bean extract to brighten your skin? The Mary Kay scientists in the Mary Kay manufacturing plant are the ones that discovered that, not anybody else. And we patented it. And so you get a patent for I don't know how many years, and then other people come out with it like they came up with it. But Mary Kay did. We have, I don't even remember how many patents we have. And that's things that we came up with first. And then other people cannot bring them out until a certain time, which says, or they have to pay. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's move on. Yes, and feminine. I do like feminine in there too. And that's with Girly with Flow. Okay, that's why I wore pink today. That's why I curl my hair. And Brad goes, what lipstick? That's not Downtown Brown. I said, no, it's the brightest pink I could find because I'm Girly with Flow. That's who I am. And so, okay, now let's go to the L. So y'all, Selah, if you'll be kind of watching, everybody put as many L's as you think of for, things that start with an L that would be things you love about Mary Kay or reasons why women would want to become a consultant with us. And let's just blow it up and let's see what we can find. Yeah, and Stephanie said 1,200 patents. And there's a little thing that shows that too, by the way. Okay, so let's just give everybody a minute to put some L's in here. What starts with L? We think alike. So as I'm looking, I'm seeing. Okay. All right, Selah. I'm going to bring Selah on here. She's writing them down. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you some of the ones on, well, I'll wait for the YouTube till over. So tell me what you got so far, Sayla. Thank you for doing that for me.
Oh, yeah. Leadership, lash, loyalty, laughter, life, learn, loyal, leadership, listen, and luscious, luxurious. Those are the ones.
Okay, awesome. And I see learning, a luxury product, lively, and those are pretty much the ones levels. I like that too. So a couple of the ones that I was thinking about when I was writing this down, and this is really funny, this whole Girly with Flow, because y'all, I don't know if y'all ever get dreams while you're laying in the bed, thoughts that come to you, and then you'll think about it again, and I'm like, well, I guess I need to do that. So I was going to do this whole little exercise at my fall advance. And then I started thinking about it again last night. I thought, I just got to do it on the Boss Babe call. That's what I'm supposed to do. So that's why I'm doing it tonight, because the Lord gave me this idea. Okay. So what I put is laughs, love what you do, love the product, and no limits. So I want you to think about people that are really would be great selling Mary Kay. And some people already have the love the product. And those are your customers. They're people that are your customers, that are people that you already buy from you, that reorder from you. Anyone that's ever bought and reordered, they love the product, because why would you buy something again if you didn't like it, right? How many of y'all go to your grocery store and you end up kind of buying the same stuff every week? The same brand, you don't go from Kraft to Hellman's to Miracle Whip. You get the Hellman's if you are a true Southerner at all. No, I think Brad does the other one. I can't remember that other mayonnaise that he gets, because Brad does the grocery shopping. But you end up kind of going with the same brand that you really like, right? And so same thing, if a customer loves something and she reorders it, Duke's, thank you, it's Duke's. That's what you end up buying over and over. So they love the product. Those women make great beauty consultants because they are authentic, which means when they get ready to sell the products, they're not having to convince anybody, say, oh, I love this piece of paper. Paper is so awesome. Paper is my life. They're like, I love this foundation. I mean, I put it on every single day, and this is what it does. And they can speak authentic about the products that they're trying to sell. There's a lot of people that sell things that they have never used or never will use. Maybe they're out selling headstones. Okay. And, we need that, but they don't have the headstone because they're alive, right? But we sell something we use every single day. So those women that love the product are great prospects, okay, for being a beauty consultant or being a hostess. But really look at those ones that love the products, okay? And then, of course, in Mary Kay, we do laugh a lot, and that goes along with the fun and the friendships. And then also, one of the things that I thought about is no limits. There's no limits. You can come to Mary Kay and make a little bit, or you can, look at Glory Mayfield Banks, who picked up a plaque that said $14 million. I just saw it's been going around on Facebook. She's holding her plaque, $14 million, that she has earned over her career in Mary Kay. That's a lot of money, you guys, right? And so not everybody's going to make $14 million, but some people would be excited to make $1,400, right? Some people say, just give me $14 and let me go out to eat. So you know what? We're all at different places in our life. I can remember the first party I did that was successful. It was my second appointment, my second party. And, I actually earned like over $100 in 2 hours. I really was blown away. I thought, this is almost illegal. It's so good. I just couldn't believe it. I really could not believe it. And then when I got to selling to women that were older than me, that really were more concerned with wrinkles and lip gloss and acne, I really couldn't believe how much you could sell in this product. And so I want to challenge your 20, 30-year-olds, really target some people my age, 40s, wink, wink. Okay. People that are a little older, they're fighting the wrinkles with everything they got. They will buy the products. They are already buying the stuff, so that you just need to turn them on to Mary Kay, right? So, okay, let's see if there's any others on here that I missed. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. I do like legacy. Ladylike, I love that. I really like legacy because everything you're doing, you are building a legacy. It's your legacy. And what are people going to say about you with your Mary Kay business, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. And it is O. So fire away. Sayla's going to write them down for me. I'm going to look over here on YouTube and see what's going over there. Yes, y'all are prepared. So we'll just take a second for that. When we get done with this, I am going to show you some tools and some things that you can use to help team build as well. But I really just wanted you to get the heart of team building and why we want to share the opportunity. Whoops, I said an O word. Okay. Because if you get that, all these pieces of paper I'm going to show you, all these little tracking sheets I'm going to show you, they're fine. You can use them. But honestly, if you share the heart of Mary Kay, you will team build more than people that don't. That's the truth. You can ask any sales director. And the ones that stay are the ones that really get the heart of Mary Kay. The ones that are just coming in to make a quick buck are in as fast as they're out as fast as they got in. That's true. That's true. Okay. Sayla, you ready to give me some stuff? I'm going to pull you back up here. Okay.
Okay. Optimistic, obedient, open-hearted, opportunity, outgoing, outstanding, overflowing, outrageous, others focused, and options.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay. Let's see if I have over here. Over the top, opportunity, one of a kind. That's very good too. Thank you, TM, for that. And so what I put down on this was opportunity is one of the first ones, is that it is an opportunity for the women we're talking to do something different with their life. And they can make as little or as much as they want from it. Now, let me just say this too. That you are giving them the opportunity to do this, and then it is totally up to them what they do with the opportunity. So some people are going to take the opportunity and they're going to do a little tiny bit, and that is it. And then some are going to say, this is great. I want to do about 2-3 hours of work a week with this, and then that's it. And then other people may say, I'm going to the top. Watch my pink dust and move out of my way because I'm probably going to pass you even though you sign me up with a loving, kind spirit. All right. So, but the opportunity, we're just showing them, we're just giving them the opportunity, and I always think about, not that this is anything like sharing the gospel. Okay. Because let's be clear on that. But have you ever heard the term, like someone says, look, you just share the gospel with people, and the Lord, it's up to them what they do with it. And the Lord will move hearts where you can't. Okay. So like I say, I'm not trying to compare this to that, but that did come to my mind. But we're going to share it with a lot of people in Mary Kay. And if you've been in a long time, there'll be a lot of people that try it. And some it's just not for them. And that's okay. I always say selling Mary Kay doesn't get you to heaven. This isn't like a right or wrong, right? We need customers. And then other people will they'll get in for a little while. And some people, they say, are coming in for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's okay. So don't get so upset about that. If you have someone that just comes in for maybe she just wanted to make some money to get to pay for a wedding, to pay for a vacation, then she's out. That's okay. She might come in for just a few years, and then, maybe she doesn't need to work anymore and she could lay at the beach all day. That's fine. But maybe she says, hey, I'm a lifetimer. I'm never quitting until I'm too old and they kick me out. And then we don't kick people out, Mary Kay. So, you don't know, but you just offer the opportunity. That's what I wanted to just say. You offer it. Some will stay, some will not. You just provide a learning environment. Like, that's all I can do as a sales director. That's all Sayla can do, Connie, Marie. All we can do is provide a learning environment for our people. And then if they choose to learn it and go do it, that's up to them. We can't make anybody do anything, because guess what? The first letter of our title is independent. And so I'm an independent sales director. You are an independent beauty consultant. So we cannot make anybody do anything. We just offer opportunities for you to grow. Okay. So, and then another thing that I wanted to say is it's only $30 or $130 to start. That's it. $30 or $130 to start. And $30 is the eStart, $130 is the eStart plus the starter kit. So that is all it takes to start this beautiful opportunity. Some people come in with inventory. I recommend it, but that's up to each individual person, and it's a discussion you'll want to have with each individual consultant that you sign up, whether they do or don't. And let me just say right here, maybe you didn't. You didn't come in with any inventory. You just got your stuff, and then people order, and then you order what they want. And that's how you want to do your business. But that doesn't mean everybody will. I would not, like, I myself do not want to do my business that way. I like to have it on hand. So when this girl texted me today and needed $189, I said, I'll be over there in a minute. And I mean, took me 10 minutes to get to her house. I hung it on her door. She gave me her credit card, and I'm gone. That's how I like to do it. Some people are building up. They're somewhere in between there. Maybe they could not get inventory, but they're building up little by little. So don't judge your people when they sign up of what they're going to do. Give them the full information. I would recommend let them talk to your sales director, before they make a decision on inventory. And then it can be their decision, and it goes back to what just fits for them, and they can decide. But to join, it's only $30 or $130, and that's up to them as well. Okay. So I do like some of these other ones: open for business, outstanding, others focused. And you do have to be others focused when you're recruiting. You want to put your emphasis on building up your team, never cutting down your team members. That is never served anybody to complain about their unit or their team members. It doesn't serve anybody. It just makes you feel bad about things. Instead, we got to go back and go, it's an opportunity. Am I doing all I can do to set the example, lead by example, provide learning opportunities, and assist them in any way they can? And then after that, it is up to them. Okay, because we are a volunteer army in Mary Kay. None of y'all have to be on here tonight, and none of y'all have to be watching. But you want to grow your business, and you're like, maybe she can tell me something. I don't know. So hopefully you can learn something. Okay, let's go to the next word. The last one is W for flow. All right, let's go to flow. So y'all go ahead and write as many W's as you can. That's a pretty easy one to me because, there's some obvious ones in there. So Maureen, she's on it. And thank you, Salem, for writing them down. And we'll give y'all just a second for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and Sayla. In fact, Sayla, if you just want to read down the chat, you can do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and add Sayla on here. She's going to read what she's got so far.
Okay. Willpower, welcome, wealthy, wholehearted, win, woman, work, wisdom, wonderful, worth it, wonderful products, workflow, wishes do come true, wow, world class, wealthy. That's about it. There's a lot.
There's a lot of W's. W was easy, wasn't it? Yeah. And I've got over here worthwhile is a one as well, if someone didn't say that one. So let's talk about the W part of this. And this is probably the most important thing. First of all, I'm going to do the one that's not as exciting sometimes. WORK. Work. Mary Kay is not a get rich quick. It is not. And don't sell it like that when you're talking to someone about signing her up on your team. Don't promise stuff that you can't deliver. Keep it really simple. Share the facts about it. Share what you love about it. You can share some of your own success, but it will be up to her what her success is. You may have started out and had a $500 party, your very first party. Her first party may be $35. You don't know, because guess what that normally, you know what it is who comes to the party. If you have a party and you have 6 women that all have great jobs that are ready to buy, you're going to sell more than someone has a party and nobody has a job and nobody has any money, right? Now, not to say some of those women can't find some money later and get it, because people get what they want, but they may not get it at the party. So, but you have to work to build your Mary Kay business. Some people will build a little faster, and it's really, I have found it's due to, if someone has a lot of contacts in their, let's say on Facebook, maybe where they used to work, maybe where they used to live, maybe their church, just people, they know a lot of people. It's probably a little easier for them to get going in it than someone maybe who knows no one. Now, let's say you moved to a new town and you knew nobody, not one person, then you would have to go out, hand your card out and talk to people, which, chatter booking We do that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. But now with Facebook, even if you move into a town and you know nobody, you can book a party because they don't have to live where you live. They can be all over the place and you can do a Facebook party. So really, today's day, if you're a friendly person at all and have friends, you could do Mary Kay. If you have no friends, then you might need Mary Kay to make some friends, because all of our Mary Kay girlfriends, we are good friends to each other. We try to be anyway. And so let's just remember that you're looking for someone with a high work ethic, someone that is willing to work. There's 2 W's for you: willing to work. Because if she is unwilling to work and puts 0 effort into her business, her results are going to be 0. And we've seen that, right? Some people go Mary Kay, and please, yeah, if anybody ever says this, Mary Kay didn't work for me. Okay. What you really mean to say is, I did not work my Mary Kay, because Mary Kay would not be in business for 60 years, 6 decades, if Mary Kay did not work. It's not just like saying, people used to say when they say the gym didn't work for me. Yeah, it just didn't work for me. It's because you paid a membership and you never showed up at the gym. The gym works. If gyms didn't work, there would be no gyms, right? People work out because it works, right? But you have to work to get the results. So look at the people you're talking to. If you know them well enough, if they have worked successfully in other jobs, ask them, so what do you do? And they say, well, I'm not working right now. Well, tell me the jobs you have had. Okay. And if they say, well, I've never worked a day in my life. Well, how do you get your money? Well, my parents have always given it to me. Well, those women, you're going to have to like kind of start at the beginning and say, okay, do you want to work? Do you want a job? You know, these may be some of your younger girls, right? But if you have a woman that has already had a couple jobs and she knows what it's like to work, she's not afraid to work. Like, you know, I grew up like, you want to eat, you're going to have to work, right? So we work. I mean, like, there wasn't like, am I going to have a job or not have a job? Like, you are going to have a job. So my dad said, you got a job, you just need to go work it, right? So work is a big one. But the other one is, on the flip side, is winning. Most jobs you work, you get a paycheck, but with Mary Kay, you work and you win, which you really earn things. But most companies, they do not give you prizes. Your prize is your paycheck, which is exciting. You want your paycheck, but isn't it exciting to win? Where's my bumblebee? Right here. Isn't it exciting to win a bumblebee? A little bar pin, this little Mary Kay pin, these little diamond rings, you know? I mean, that's my wedding ring. I have won that one. That's what I earned. I don't know, I might have earned that one too. But you know, Mary Kay, that's the beauty of it. You work, you get your money, but you also win. And there's so many things that you can win in Mary Kay. And it's not a prize. There are prize drawings, like when they say, give it away now, that's a win, but we really do earn a lot of prizes too. And so, but Mary Kay does not have to do that. They chose to do that to motivate women, because we will work more for a ribbon than cash sometimes, that recognition, right? And so I love that. I love all these other ones too, of women. Okay. And of course we have men in Mary Kay too, but Mary Kay did this, let's be clear, Mary Kay designed the company for women. It is designed for women by a woman. And we have opened it up. I mean, it's never been closed to men, but it is for women. That's just the way it is. And that's how she knew women did not have the opportunities men have, and especially in the 60s. And so she wanted a company where women could make the income they needed to make. I love the wisdom that I have learned from Mary Kay. So Kami put wisdom, and Mary Kay was so wise. She has so many wise sayings, you know. It is very welcoming. It's worthy. I do like that. And yes, workflow. Linda put workflow. Y'all, is your business flowing? So listen, I just was thinking about this girly with flow, and I thought, why can't we use that through our Mary Kay career and think about all the things that help your business flow? One of them, when money is flowing in, you always feel better, right? When the money has stopped, So that's when you think, okay, what's flowing in my business? What is rolling right now? It's like that momentum, right? And so that is like the booking. I'm flowing because I got bookings. I've got faces I'm doing. I'm selling products are going in and out of my shelf, and I'm team building. So let me share a couple things about team building. of places that you can find some things. Okay. So first of all, I am going to go to, what am I going to go to? Well, let's go to Mary Kay. Let's go to In Touch. That's probably the best place to start. Okay, let me just jump over here to just Mary Kay In Touch and then show you, because everybody's got In Touch that's in Mary Kay, right? So to find some team building materials, what you're going to do is you are going to go right over here to education. And because there's a lot on In Touch, that's why, that's the only reason I would sit here and take the time to show you this. You're going to go here, education, then you're going to go down where it says how to team build, and you're going to click on it. And then it'll pull up this page. And this is really, there's two things on here I want you to see. One is this one that says team building on MK University. There's a whole little segment on team building. So you can watch some videos, click on that for more details on team building, just right there on MK University. If you don't want to have to flip, just click right here. But right here below this, it shows some of the things Mary Kay has been doing to help us. One is this, it just fits YouTube marketing nights. And so the next one is going to be on the 18th, which is Thursday, August 18th. And Jen Thetford is one of the ones that is speaking on this one. And it is a YouTube premiere. And so all you do is, if you look right here, okay, if you just click on August, it just fits YouTube premieres. All right. It's at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Jen Thetford and Takia Barrow are the two speakers. And then there's two in Spanish as well. Okay. At 7:30 Central Time. And all you do is send your people to right here, marykay.youtube.com/C. C stands for channel /Mary Kay. And then you can say /videos. When you click on that, that's actually going to let you just subscribe to the channel. And so you'll just click on that, and that's how you share it. My husband's being loud in the background. What in the world? Okay, right here, if you think, I don't know how to invite people, look at this, text script. So you just take your little cursor and you copy this, okay? And then you open Facebook Messenger and you paste it. Except for change Cindy if their name is Maria, right? So you're going to put the right name on there, but this tells exactly how to invite someone. Here is a phone script, exactly what you would say to invite someone to watch this. All right, so that's one great thing that Mary Kay is doing. There also is, right here is a place that says download now. This is after the call is over. What Mary Kay is going to do, and we have done this a lot in our group, is we say, are you a B, or a C? Let your consultant know if you're an A, B, or a C. All right. And if your potential customers choose A is absolutely, I'm interested. I want to start right away. B is book me for a second appointment. I still have questions. I want to discuss it further. C is could be for me down the road, but until then, I just like to bring your customer. If they say A, you're going to share the two startup options and the sample pack. And so you can click on this right here. And it shows you these two, you can send them this. It shows you the $30 e-start and the $130. It shows you what comes in it, all the advantages, and what doesn't come in it. So you can see that the $130 has everything, where this $30 does not have full-size retail products. It does not have literature and education. It does not have Barney supplies. So this is a really great explanation, because some people say, well, what is that? What's the difference? So Mary Kay has a little thing that you can just send them to them, and you can show them this optional sample pack for $45. And here's a little picture of what comes in that starter kit pack. All right. So that is under education, how to team building tools, and under It Just Fits. Then you can look right here under supporting materials. And under supporting materials are other things like a Mary Kay e-card. If you have emails, you can invite people by email to watch this. Okay, there's a team building flyer, and I want to show you that in a second. There's a African American Independent National Sales Director flyer, how to use the team building playbook. There's the team building playbook. It's like a team building flip chart. This is the Steps to Success brochure, which I love. This is for your detail people. Okay, this is the Sell Mary Kay section on marykay.com, and you all have a website. These are the stats, which talks about the patents. Oh, 1,600 patents. There it is right there. We were talking about that. And there's e-cards that you could send. All right. So all of these are assets. The good thing about these, Mary Kay put them out so you know it is exactly what you're supposed to say, and it's not trying to fluff the matter, like doing your own flyer that is a little off that legal's going to say, oh, you can't say that. So I do like using the company brochures. This team building brochure is the one they just came out with. We've had a couple Boss Babe calls on this that it just fits, where you talk, these are talking points. It just fits your life, and you talk about that. Fun, freedom, flexibility. There's the flow, right? It helps you be who you want to be. Talks about helping others, encouragement, empowerment, education, personal advantage. It lets you sell products you can believe in, which we talked about that. And then the heart of Mary Kay. And it talks a little bit about the core values of Mary Kay: God, family, career, foundation. And then, is it for you? Those same 3 questions. I like that Mary Kay is being very consistent in the way we're sharing the marketing. And they did a ton of research, you guys, on this. This is what people, like, of all the things they talked about, like they had this whole thing where people would like interact. And these are the things that meant the most to, I don't remember how many people they did this real technical scientific kind of survey thing on. This is what people are interested in right now. These things right here. So that's why Mary Kay has designed it like this. And then the back is that it's just a little bit more, the choice is yours, and it has the starter kit, the e-start, and the add-on. So this you can screenshot and text it to people, right? You can download it, you can email it, you can print it out and put it in every single one of your reorder bags. Why not, right? But if you're sitting down to talk to someone about it, it gives you a great starting point. I just love it. It's so great to me. The playbook, I'll just kind of show you that very quickly. It's several pages, but if you wanted to print this out and put it in a notebook, maybe you're meeting someone in person, or maybe you're doing a Zoom call and you want to pull this up just like I'm doing right now. And then you could go over this and talk a little bit more about Mary Kay and some of the different reasons. And look at this right here. It says it fits my life. There's a little video you can watch. Helps me be me. Another little video. It's really slick what they have done. Okay. And then you could just honestly go through this little team building playbook and read it. Read it and then add some of your little stories in there. You really could. And it goes over those 4 points. It fits your life, helps you be you, products you can believe in, the heart of Mary Kay. And then start with who you know, then who they know. Every person knows at least 5 people that you don't know. That's how you find your customers, the different ways to sell, how you get started, the different startup options. And if you're doing a Zoom call and you're using this or Facebook, you can click that and it goes right to that startup option page that we clicked on before. And then that's the last of this page. So I don't know if y'all were aware that it's on there. It's really slick, if you ask me. And then this one is one that we have showed, the steps to success. If someone, let's say they've been in another direct selling company and they're like, what exactly are the percentages and exactly what you can make exactly, and how do you move up? This is a steps to success one, and you can print this out and hand it to your detailed people who are going to read every single bit of all of this, all the percentages, and that's what they want to know. And all the way up to director, senior director, elite, to national sales director. And these, of course, are the beautiful suits. All the ways to make money as a national sales director. Isn't that nice? And the cars. So that is the steps to success right here. So those are the ones I really wanted to show you today. That the follow-up sheet for after you do a marketing or they watch a marketing night, and then the steps to success, the team building flyer, the team building playbook, and steps to success brochure. And then there's several other little tips and tools that you can use right here. Okay. And at the bottom these are videos that you can actually put on there. It's learning videos and also some It Just Fits that you can share as well. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is how, if I have someone that I want to sign up, how do I sign them up? What do I need to do? So there's 2 ways to sign people up. One is get on Mary Kay In Touch, and you just go right here under business tools. Okay. You go all the way down to almost the bottom where it says online agreements, and you hit, if she's sitting there with you, you hit create a new agreement. Otherwise, you click create a new email invite. Then you're going to put her email, her first name, her last name, English or Spanish, and her phone number, if it's her home or cell, and then you hit preview and you send it. And I would suggest, like, if I was talking to Sayla right now and I did it this way, I would say, Sayla, I'm just going to hang here on the phone with you. Let me know when the email comes in, because it should come right on in. And then I would be on the phone with her as she's walking through the thing. And so I could kind of guide her, you know, talk to her about the different options if I hadn't already done that. So another way that you can do it is you just go to your Mary Kay. You go to your Mary Kay website. So mine's Cleta, marykay.com/Cleta. So you go to your Mary Kay website, or have her go to your Mary Kay website, and you say, click on the menu and click on Sell Mary Kay. All right. When you click on Sell Mary Kay, there's some cute videos at the top. Just scroll down a little bit, and then you're going to see where it says sign up now. And you click on it. Now, if you want to avoid all that, this is what you can do. You yourself do what I just did, and then go up here to the address bar, click on it, right mouse click and copy, and then take that and text that link to her. And when she clicks on the link, it'll take her right to this page right here. And you say, make sure my name, like if I'm talking to Sayla, I'll say, Sayla, make sure my name is right there where it says sign up and not somebody else's name. Okay, because you want to make sure you got on your own website, not somebody else's. If anybody else is logged in on your computer, maybe a team member or a friend, and they went to their website, sometimes you might think you're on yours, but you're on somebody else's. And what you don't want to do is send her to sign up under somebody else, right? So you got to make sure you send her the right one. So that is just a quick way to get her straight to the thing. But you could also definitely just send her, in fact, look right here. You didn't even have to scroll that far down. Just right here, sign up now. It's several places on here. I didn't notice that. Sign up now, but you can also tell her she can scroll and look at all the different things right on here as well. Okay, so the sign up now is what she's going to hit, and then they're going to fill it out right here and go from there. And of course, if it says, please connect with your beauty consultant who will be your recruiter, you know, you're going to say, I already have a beauty consultant, and put that person's name in it, right? Because if for some reason, you know, it doesn't come up with your name. I've never had that before, but like maybe I'm just on marykay.com, you know, then I'm going to go, okay, there she is. Great. Okay, now there I am. Does that make sense? So you just want to make sure where it says sign up, your little picture shows up for her. Okay. Or you can just go to In Touch and send it like we did before. So I just wanted to show y'all that the way I have been doing it has been sending them to the website, only because I can send that link straight to them, and they get, because I text it to them, it's right there, instead of me having to wait to see if the email is going to come in, or if it went to their spam, or if they have some government email and then it doesn't kick it out. You know, there's all the different things that can happen. All right. So you guys, here's the thing. Team building is fun. All those, if you're girly with flow, you're going to team build. You're going to team build if you're girly with flow. So if you want to be manly and stagnant, don't team build. That's all I got to say. Okay, so I'm sure some of the directors have some other little tips, but I just wanted y'all to really think about sharing the heart of Mary Kay and all the things that we talked about, and know where the tools are. Keep it simple. Don't try to overcomplicate it. There is a whole thing. If you want to go on my cheetaharea.com, I was going to show you this thing that has all the charts and the numbers and I'll just show you real quick for the love. But you don't have to do all that, but I will show it to you if that's something that you might like. You just go to cheetaharea.com. You're going to click on resources. You'll have to put my password in, which is Cheetah. You click right here under team building and leadership. Right here. Okay. And then this page will come up. There's lots of things on this page, and a lot of the stuff that I just showed you is on here as well. Okay. All that steps to success, tons of stuff. Okay. On here. And you can just track your red jacket and all of that kind of stuff. But this little page right here is very similar to what we did, the power booking plan. Do y'all remember that? the power booking plan, and then the coaching plan. And this is the power sharing plan. So on this, it just has some simple graphics to kind of, 1, 2, 3, prepare. It says prepare, share, and recruit. And so it kind of goes through some training on that, some scripts on that, who to look for, which we've kind of talked about, some of the different steps, the layering of Mary Kay, things to say to generate interest in Mary Kay, when to build your team. And this is big time. And I didn't talk about this, but I meant to. Schedule your team building appointments 24 to 48 hours after meeting women at your selling appointment. That's the closer to the product is the higher percentage of them signing up. And then it talks about the tools, but the thing that you might really like for those of you that love to track is this little chart that has name, contact information, is she a customer, yes or no, what you like about her, and then the results. And you can kind of keep up with all the people that you're talking to, because Mary Kay says 1 out of 5 will sign. And so that's a lot of people. If you're trying to get 10, that's 50 people you're going to be talking to. And you don't realize it right now, but when you start really getting on a roll talking to people, it's like, okay, what did she say? Or what's my next step with her? And people start getting confused in your mind. So a sheet like that is very helpful. Okay. That's all I got. Girly with flow. All right, Sayla, I'll just pop you back on here. Thank you for helping me tonight. And she's the originator of the Girly with Flow. So hang on, you got to unmute, sister.
Okay. That was a great call. Thank you. I do want to tell you, one of the biggest things about team building is just to offer the opportunity. I had a lady today that texted me. She used to use Mary Kay years ago. She lived in a different state. She lives locally now and wants to get started again. And so using the product. And so I sent her a message and I said, I would love to be your consultant. Anyway, back and forth like that. And then at the bottom, I said, P.S. the Mary Kay business opportunity is better than ever. So if you have any interest, this is always an option, or something. It's always an option. And so this is what she wrote me back. She said, I actually thought about selling it. I will certainly let you know. Thank you so much for the information. I'll be placing my order soon. So, sometimes we get so excited because we're getting a new customer or a new sale, but really and truly, we may have a new team member if we just keep looking a little bit harder. So that's what I have.
Absolutely. And, I love it that Sayla, that she, it's the layering is what she did, because when you layer, sometimes people, like the girl will think about it now, and she may not sign up this month, but it might be 2 months from now or 3. And Sayla might go, hey, did you give any more thought about that? Yeah, I have actually. I mean, that's what it always blows you away with. Go, as a matter of fact, I really have been thinking about that. I can't believe you called me because I've been thinking about that. So, okay, Connie, you got anything you want to add, sister?
Well, I agree. I want to second that what Sayla said. This was a fabulous call. Thank you. And I did not know that I could copy the link and it would take them straight to that spot to sign up. Brilliant. That's so much better than the email. So much better than the email, because then they have to find the email. They have to open the email. So that is awesome. And the other thing I was going to say is just share with everyone. And I'm probably stealing that from Sharon Strasberg, because that's what she says all the time as well. And she's the queen bee. She has, I don't know, she'll tell you 15 of them or something like that. So, but yeah, share with absolutely everyone. Don't prejudge, because what I have found is that the person that I really thought for sure was going to sign up on my team, they don't want to have anything to do with any of it. And it's the one that I, in my mind, I'm like, and that's the one that'll come out at the end of the party and say, I think I would like to give this a try. And I'm always blown away by that. So just always remember to share with everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Sharon, I'll pop you on here, Queen Bee here. Where's she at?
There I am. Connie's always so sweet to me because I can't get anything else right, but I do know how to recruit. I can't sell, but I can recruit. Yes, just ask everybody. You don't know. I mean, I had a waitress today and I said, I'm trying to do, this is for you. You know, I handed her a lookbook and she goes, oh, I don't wear makeup. And I went like, and I was like, I didn't have anything to come back with it. I'm like, what are you doing, Sharon? And I'm like, I could have said so many things that I didn't say anything because she was like, she had 3 trays and she was running. But I could have said, well, you know, you might know somebody who is interested. Could you pass it on? And that's what I thought about that after she left. So if you can use that script too, I mean, just if they're not interested, tell them just to pass it on.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know,
I love it.
And another thing is, I think I'm going to go back to the loaded lookbooks. Remember the loaded lookbooks? And have a couple of samples in there. And even if she's not interested, she's going to try that sample.
That's right.
You know?
Yep,
You know?
that's right. All right. Thank you, Miss Queen. And I don't believe that you can't sell. So never say that again on the Boss Babe call.
I know. That's right. Sorry, guys.
We don't tell stories on the Boss Babe.
Just erase that, please.
All right, Miss Maureen.
Yes, gosh, that was fantastic, Cleta and Selah. I love those words. And Cleta, something I always heard all along, you always share the opportunity 24 hours, 40 hours after you've met somebody at a skincare party. But what I liked what you said tonight was closer to the product use to sharing the opportunity is better. And I know that it's just the way I heard it tonight, better with closer to using the product is better to share the opportunity versus just get with them in 24 hours. It just made more sense in my head. So thank you. This has been a great refresher. The only thing I have to add is I like to use one of those interview sheets, and it could just be a piece of paper from your notebook. And prior to sharing that handy dandy flyer with the ABC on it, I just like to, I make them feel very important. Like, I'm going to take notes while you're talking to me because I want to hear everything you're saying. I don't want to forget anything. And a written word is better than in my brain. So I like to write their name down. Tell me about yourself. Tell me what is the thing you like most about what you're doing right now? What's the least thing you like doing right now? If you had an extra $500 or $200 per month, what would you do with it? And anyways, it's just the questions to ask. And then I go into sharing the flyer. And then of course, like Cleta said, the ABC at the end. But I like to do this only because like I already have them, whether they bought a lip gloss or the full skincare line, I already have them in my customers. So, but this has their name up here. And sometimes you don't want anyone to get lost in the shuffle. So if I have this and I've got it in my little folder and I've got the date on it, and I know when I talk to them, it could be 6 weeks later, maybe I didn't follow up. Bad, Maureen, bad. But I got this and I remember, and all these words will make me remember. So then I'll follow up. And anyways, I like these interview guides.
I like that. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm sure on that resource page, there's probably something similar to that because there was a lot of information on there. Y'all click down and I'm sure you can find a little interview guide because we have done that. But y'all, a simple way to do it is, you can just ask a few key questions on there. In fact, don't you have just a few? Read them if you don't mind. Just read the key questions because I almost know them in my head. You go ahead.
Okay, so tell me about yourself. Where do you live? Where do you work? Your family? Do they have kids? So just a little bit about themselves. What is the thing you like most about what you're doing right now? What is the thing you like least about what you're doing right now? If I gave you an extra $200, $300, $500 a month, what would you do with it? And then this is very cool. Tell me a time when you were most proud of yourself and why you loved that experience. And then the last one is, if time and money were no issue, what would you love to see happen in this next year? Now, mind you, this says nothing about Mary Kay.
Yeah.
So, which is so cool because it's just about her.
Yeah.
And then I go in and literally, because if they've been in a skincare party with me, I've already told them a whole bunch about Mary Kay. So when I get to that flyer, the first thing I do before I even go into that is I say, if you could only ask one question, like if we were running out the door right now, if you could ask one question, like what would it be about a Mary Kay opportunity? She'll ask it, I'll address it. And then I'll look around at the flyer and try to pertain to that stuff that the question she asked me. So, and then I ask her the ABC and then boom, we're done.
And boom, you sign her up.
And,
Yeah.
and can I just add one thing very quickly? So Maureen, that first question that you have on there, tell me a little bit about yourself. I've always been taught too that when you pay attention to what they say, how they answer that question, that's going to help you formulate what you're going to share on the It Just Fits.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I've always heard that, like if they say, for example, like if someone has no kids and then you're sitting there telling them, because you have 5, how great it's been for your kids and to work around your kids, they're like, I don't have any kids, or maybe like look at what they need, not what you, but then say how it fit for you, but how could it fit for them? Right. So thank you so much for that, both of y'all. Appreciate that.
Cleta,
yeah.
I just have one quick thing. One idea to keep up with the names, which throughout my career, I have found it is so challenging because I can talk to people and get names all day, every day. I mean, that is not a problem for me. But what I do with the names, therein lies the problem. And so if you will get a 3-ring binder and just put the date, their name and phone number in that book so that, if you have a big sheet of paper, that is a great tool. But like as time goes on and you're thinking, I know I've talked to people, who are they? You can flip back through that notebook and you can say, oh my gosh, you'll remember immediately. I forgot to call her. I never called her. She told me to call her back. It's just a great way to have the names in one spot. I use the old school spiral notebook, but anyway.
Yeah, but you know what is like someone, I remember we had a thing before where if you had, some of the notebooks have 60 pages in it. Okay. And so if you did 60 interviews and 1 out of 5 signed up, that is 12 people. Mm-hmm. And so if you think about that, then you say, all I got to do is every single one of these pages, I have to put a name and talk to somebody. But that doesn't mean just text somebody and say, Sayla, you want to sell Mary Kay? No. Okay. She don't want to. Or let me go to the next one. It's a sure enough where you actually talk to someone, share information, get feedback from her, not just a yes or no question. Okay. So, but thank you, Sayla. That's perfect. And that's easy. And everybody can get a notebook. And they're like 10 cents right now for school supplies, right? Go to the dollar.
Cleta, can I say one more thing? I just thought about it. Take their picture if they'll let you. That really helps.
Yes.
You remember what they look like. And
for sure. Especially if you're talking to a ton of people. Yes. Right. And you know what I do is on my phone, because I usually have all their phone numbers, I take their picture and put it in their phone under their name, so like when they call me, their picture actually comes up. So that helps me too. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Okay. Stephanie, do you want to go live and say anything? I know you're on here with us.
Hi. I don't have my director suit jackets. That's on
okay. I don't care.
But on Friday, Maureen and we were with Emeriti National Jeannie Martin, and she said, don't think that you have to have so many, even just one new a month. It's a chain reaction, so start with one, because even that puts you on the Mary Kay Princess Court, and 2 a month will get you your Diamond B. So even one makes a big difference, and it's a good win for you.
That's the truth. And a lot of times we do build ourselves up. We're like, I don't know if I can get 30 people. I can't really manage these 3 I got. They're driving me crazy. Here's what the more you have, the less people drive you crazy. Because guess what? When you have 30, you got people talking to you and you don't have to worry about the people driving you crazy. And when I mean driving you crazy, it's people that aren't doing what you think they should do. They're doing what they want to do, but not what you think they should do. And it's something you have to learn. It's something you have to learn. Okay. So you guys, I hope this has helped y'all in a different kind of way of thinking about what you love about the business and how you can look for those people that it would just fit with them too. And let's not be selfish. Let's pass it on, because that's what Mary Kay wanted us to do. The last thing she said was pass it on. And it is fun to get a team member and then be good, today at church, I was talking to one of my team members, Carolyn, and she was telling me, she said, well, I had my first in-person facial. we had a party, but I helped her with it. She did it by herself, and she sold $380.
Well,
One person. And she was like, I said, how'd you do? She said, I think I did okay. She goes, I was a little nervous, but I did, it was fine. And I did this. And she goes, I had everything she needed because she's trying to keep trying to build up her inventory. So she has some things on hand because this gal was actually her sister-in-law from out of town. She goes, I had everything she needed. And she goes, and I said, now you got to get your other sister-in-law. This is her husband's sisters. And so, but you know what? It's little wins like that. And for me, it was more fun for me to talk to her and her tell me how she had done than if I had done it myself. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds weird. And don't worry, I like to make money too, but it was so rewarding to me. And then I had another friend of mine, Dina, that came up to me, and she had, I gave her something, and I'm like, I love these girls so much, and it's fun. So I just want to say it is fun to team build just as much as it's fun to sell. But you do have to try to get one and then get you another one and get you a little group. And not everybody's going to stay with it. Don't get your feelings hurt. And remember, we're just sharing the opportunity. Some will, some won't. So what? Move on. Okay. All right. Thanks you guys for jumping in here today. I'm not sure about next week, but I will let y'all know what's going to be on. I think I had an idea, but it's gone out of my mind right now. So I'm sure that I'm going to have something even better. And I'm thinking about doing some studies about this book. I know some of you have read it. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And some of my girlfriends have already read it and they just love it, love it, love it. But I've already read the first 2 chapters and it's really, really good. So I want to share some things about that too. So we will talk to y'all next week. Thank y'all for all of your comments and for participating. And Sayla, thank you for helping me tonight too.